Am I correct in thinking that you run the podcast with your brother?
Yeah, so it's with his team. So
Mhm.
he's one of the head producers, and then
Okay.
there's two others. So he's very, how's the word to say it? He's very eloquent. And
Ooh,
sometimes I'm
okay.
not eloquent. I'm very brash.
So am I. So that's good. So me and you are like, okay. So I need to give people context. Your brother's name is Just Karan. The doctor in this podcast is called Just Karan, right? They both know each other because they live in Birmingham. Did they go to the same school as one another? I'm just taking a shot here.
So shall I tell you the story of the names?
Go on, tell me the whole story of the name.
So I had to ask my mom this the other day because I was like, by
Hang
the
on,
way,
who's
mom,
older?
I'm good.
You or your brother? Who's older?
I'm older.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, Mummy, like, what is there a reason why he's got the same name as Jazz Marvi?
Yeah.
And she was like, okay. So she was like, and I'm pretty sure she'd had to like justify this to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So there's two parts to it. Number one, in the Coley family, we have a very weird tradition, which is when someone has a baby. So say for example, Jusker and my brother had a baby. Juskran's sister, the Bua, gets to name the child.
Hang on. Josko and sister, the boy. What?
So I get to name my brother's child.
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Ooh, so you get to name your brother's kid. That's fun.
So,
give me some names.
I don't think I will. I don't think I could do that to his
Come
wife.
on, man. Give me some names. Give them the most like ridiculous names ever.
And then obviously you've got you do the Bard with the Guru Granth Sahib, and they got the letter J, and naturally, so because I came first, and
you know that isn't a Sikh thing, right? That's a Punjabi thing.
Oh really?
Right. So I only found this out the other day, right? But that's a Punjabi thing. That's not a Sikh thing. So what we're referring to, right? There's a book in Sikhism that we all look at and we go to, and essentially we use it for our prayers, called the Guru Granth Sahib, right? Now there's a tradition where you're meant to open. Am I correct in saying this? You open the actual book, and the first letter that appears on the page, you name your child after. I thought that's how it is for everyone. Then my sister had kids and she didn't do that. I was like, why haven't you done that? She said, that's a Punjabi thing and not a Sikh thing. And I was like, whoa, I didn't know that. But apparently, it is. It's a Punjabi thing. It's not a Sikh thing. So I thought, no way. Another one that's been debunked, man. I couldn't believe it.
I'm quite glad to know that, to be honest. Now.
There you go. So am I.
And then, so Jer came out, Jay. Yeah. And my parents were there being like, okay, we're not going to let my bua name this one because I got named by my bua.
You got a nice name.
Well, my name's a whole different story. Mine was stolen from another child. But we're in the business of stealing other little kids'
plagiarizing family, man, honestly.
Well, the problem is you'll see a really cute little kid, and I do know this happens in societies. You'll see a really cute little kid, and you're like, oh my God, they're so cute. And their name will be, even the royal family, like George, and now that's like blown up. So my parents basically did that. And then same with Juskran. But they literally, because obviously we hung out with them. We went to the same primary school with each other. Juskran Marvi was a good couple of years older. Me and Jasmine, which is Dr. Marvi's younger sister, we were in the same year.
Yeah.
So we're very like closely interlinked from like childhood.
So let me tell you guys how I knew that Ash knew Karan well. I didn't know that they had any relationship until Ash put on Instagram, Clubhouse event tonight. And I was like, Ash, have you got an invite? She said, why don't you ask the Mavis? I was like, how do you know the Mavis? And then she told me, and I was thinking like this is so weird. So she said, ask the Mavis. I said, all right, cool. How do you know the Mavis? Oh, my brother and him went to school together, and I went to the same school as his younger sister. And I was like, right, okay, this is weird. And you live in London, but you know Karan, and I'm doing a podcast with him. And we met through different means. We met through some people at my old university. And I'm thinking, this just shows 100% the stereotype is true. Every Punjabi or Indian person knows another Punjabi or Indian person that you know. Along some way, somewhere, there is one mutual friend. If you go on Facebook and you look at mutual friends, there's always one. If there isn't, they're an anomaly, right? And they didn't roll with brown people, okay? That's it. It's true. Like, so, it's completely true.
You know what? I realized a couple of weeks ago that there's only about 500,000 Punjabis, Sikhs-ish. I can't remember what the consensus was.
Yeah.
But it was that kind of demographic. in the UK. And I was like, 500,000 people is not a lot of people. You do it like, another Kirtan, you've easily got like 70,000, I'm gonna say, people there. You've almost got like what, 20% of the population in one place in
one event,
Birmingham.
No wonder.
And then you've got 3 different locations, and then add actual family relations in. Me going to Gravesend because I've got family there.
Oh, you have family in Gravesend, right? Oh, I have family in Gravesend too. Should we find out if they go to the same temple? Yeah, I bet they do. That big one, right? Yeah, there you go. Man. You know what's bad, right? I hope they don't listen to this, but I went to a wedding with Sanj. It was one of our friends was getting married. And I walked in, and my boy's husband walked in. I haven't seen the guy in years, so he doesn't recognize me. And I saw his son. I haven't seen this kid since he was 6. He was like 20. And I was looking at them, and I was like, they don't recognize me, and I don't recognize him. I'll just walk straight past him. But I was like, what are the chances of me going to this Gurdwara on this day, and they walk in as I'm walking in? Why? Just why? Right? Seriously,
but that happens all the time.
It does happen.
I think this is so generally my interaction with the Marvi family is quite a big family. I don't know, you probably met.
I didn't know this. I didn't know that Karan was so well known until people were like, "Oh my god, you know Jazz Mavi," and I'm like, "He's not a celebrity, but okay, cool." Well, I know Karan. Yes,
the Marvis are like, I think one of the bigger families. Like when it came, I think when coming over and talking history, like. I think they got a lot of the like for me it's just my mom and my dad, like all my mussies and muscles are still in India, so our community became the Warsaw community, and you actually get close to the families and people around you.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Which is where that connection comes from. And I spent a lot of time with one of the others, Maggie, Marvi, Raj, I don't know, but I love that woman.
Are those the cousins that live near Karan?
They pardon?
Are they the cousins that live near Karan? Because Karan's got family that live down the road to him. It could be them. I could be wrong.
I don't know, but I went to school with Balraj. He was in my 6th form. So I kind of like got to know him, like the fact that he existed, basically.
Yeah.
Like to your point, you just forget that people exist, and you're like, oh yeah,
you share that surname. You know this person. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, it's weird because we moved to Sutton, and we're originally from West Brom. So my parents have built up their community space there because my mum has a pharmacy. So we're known as Care Pharmacy. So mum's like, oh yeah, that's you guys. So when we came here, we didn't know anyone, which is actually quite nice. But people, I've noticed now, are moving from West Brom and Handsworth towards these ends because it's nicer and it's a bit quieter. But now this used to be a predominantly white area. It's now very mixed. And I don't think the local people like it. I just thought I'll put that out there. But
I think so. My road has been 100% white, except us for 20 years, and we've definitely had our fair share of like shit on our lawn and racist. And the thing is, it's a very like decent area. Like everyone's pretty much thing. So it was quite a but whatever, it happens, right? And then next door, another Punjabi family moved in like a couple of years ago, and then like there's a Pakistani family that lived like right across us, and I was like, I love the fact that we literally like we like all share like eyesight of each other's houses. I don't know if it was planned or not, but
that's definitely not planned. No,
I don't think they love it, but I appreciate it. I feel like we have solidarity.